Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of It's About Time. Tonight we're going to do my second watch review, only this time it's not going to be of a new watch. It's going to be of a watch that was about 11 to 15 years old, and the brand I'm going to be talking about tonight is the Breitling Headwind Windrider. It's a long name, but a really nice watch, so let's get right into it. Customary, what's on the wrist? Nothing, because we are going to open what comes with the Windrider tonight, and that will serve as my what's on the wrist tonight. I am flying solo without my partner Jared tonight, so I hope I can guide you through this in a useful review, just like the other review I did with the Oris Staghorn a few months ago that now has garnered over 1,400 hits, so thanks everybody for watching that. And I hope you enjoy this as well. So, without further any ado, I did get this piece from England, so across the pond, and it did come with full box and papers. And with Breitling, this one had a nice outer box. What's unique about Breitling is the fact that they do think ahead with even some of the boxes that they give you. Here's the outer box. When you take the outer box off, you do have the Breitling 1884 presentation box inside that. Once you open the presentation box, inside that you have the travel piece, the travel box, which is real nice if you do want to take the watch on a vacation with you. And inside the travel case is the actual watch itself. The watch I chose, which is the stainless steel version, which is what they basically standard come in, is with the blue dial. So without further ado, I will leave this for you so I can have this running in the front of the camera. Hopefully you can get that there. Throw that over there. And hopefully you have a pretty good view of that at this point in time. Okay, let's run down the specs of this real quickly. As I said, this is the Breitling Windrider Headwind Edition. Its production years were 2001 to 2005. It is a men's watch, of course. It is straight steel with a Breitling 45 caliber movement, which does have a runtime of about 42 hours for the power reserve. The water resistance is 500 meters or 50 ATM. It does have a unidirectional bezel with a screw lockdown crown, a crystal sapphire. The size of it is 43.7 millimeters and the thickness is 15.3 millimeters. It does have a weight of 111 grams. It is a pilot's watch, and it does have a lug width for the band size of 22 millimeters. So as I have mentioned, this is a day date. It does have the date on the top and the date going around the 3 o'clock hour. And one thing I do like about this watch a lot is the fact that, number one, it is great for diving because it is 50 ATM. Only Oris watches and Rolex can really rival the diving depth that this one gives you. And I do have them both, and they all max out at the same type of capacity, so they all do pass that test. And there's several other things I do like about the piece. Number two, we're going to get into the fact that it does have a adjustable clasp, so you can take, when you do take links out, you can adjust the band size. In the winter, when your arm actually gets smaller, you can make it a little bit thinner just by popping the pin out here and moving it over. And in the summer, again, when your wrist expands, you can make it bigger as well by doing the same thing the other way. Now, a couple unique things about this piece is the fact that, number one, it does need a tool, a special tool to get in it. Now, that's a good and bad thing. The good thing about it is that just nobody can get in there, like a previous owner can get in there and screw around with the watch before you buy it. The bad thing is it is going to cost you some extra money to buy. Luckily for me, I do have the tool to show you tonight so you know what to get for this piece, so you can purchase it yourself if you do have one or are thinking about getting one. I did purchase this piece, which is the Orotech case opener at esslinger.com. That's ESSLINGER.com. This is a case back opener that does come in 2 pieces, okay, connected by a screw. This is the actual case back over here, which you can see, which does have a variety of sides. That's what makes it special to Breitling. So they have their own piece. You'll see that with Bulgari, they do the same thing. They have their own watch opener as well. And this fits on the back just like this. This happens to be a 38mm case back that you would need to open this watch, if anybody wants to know that. And of course, this is the handle, which is a separate piece. Each one of these pieces cost around $63 to $66 each. You do have to buy them separately at Esslinger. They do not come in one piece, as this is designed to open a variety of case backs. This is just one of the sizes that it will open. It just has the same type of screw. So you do screw it in there, and then you screw the second piece on in here, tighten it up, put it on the case back of the watch, okay, fit it in, and then turn it counterclockwise, and you will open the watch if you do need to regulate it. I did regulate it to within a half second a day, because I do like my watches performing accurately, and the 45 caliber movement is working beautifully. I was a little concerned when I did get the piece on whether it would work as well as the previous Breitling that I had, which was the Valjoux 7750 Chronomat. And the actual Chronomat, the reason why I got rid of it was for a couple of reasons. Number one, when I first bought the watch, I wasn't aware that the two-tone version of that watch, 90% of that watch is gold plating. Okay, if you notice anywhere on the band over here, and any of the stems that it has for the functions, they are gold plated. They do look like they're real 18 karat gold, but they're only 18 karat gold plated. The only thing that is real on the Breitling Chronomat is the 4 pieces right here at the 3, 6, 9, and 12, which are 18 karat gold. But that is the only thing on that watch model that is 18 karat gold. So that kind of disappointed me. This one does not have any of that because it is a straight steel model. That's what they did come in. As I said, they ran for about 5 years, between the 2001 to 2005 range. It is just as heavy as all the other Breitling models. They are known for being heavy, so if you don't like a heavy watch, I wouldn't recommend you getting this piece, because again, it is a diver's piece. It will take a beating, and it does have a very good movement. So you better be able to whip out the pocketbook, because it is going to cost you anywhere between, even used, which is basically all you can get them these days, anywhere between $22,000 to $3,000 if you were to go on eBay to buy it. More if you were to go on other sites and try to purchase this model. There aren't a ton of them made. They are around. They do come in a variety of face colors. I have seen them in a silvery white, I have seen them in black, and I have seen them in blue. So I do see those 3 colors quite frequently. I am a fan of blue myself. A couple of things to nitpick about it is the fact that, like I said, if you don't like buying tools to open your watches, this is probably not the one for you, because you're going to end up spending about $135 for that piece altogether. And that will allow you to open your watch and be your own watch regulator. Also, if you want to remove a link, I recommend you going to a watchmaker or jeweler to do it. Do not try it yourself. It is an extremely complicated link. They designed it that way on purpose so you would bring it to an expert, and it's just not something I would recommend, because you could easily screw it up, and you really don't want to screw around with these links with them costing about $100 per link. So I will try this on my wrist so you can see how it looks on the wrist. Okay, it does have great luminescence around the hours, around the minute, and the second hand and the hour hand as well. So the luminescence has never been a problem. I will show it to you over here on how it will look on the wrist. Okay, it does shine nicely in the light. The dial does have nice color to it, so it does give a nice, I like to call a blue burst effect to it. Whereas my previous watch review, the Staghorn, was a much darker blue that would only reflect the sunlight, so it looked more black. This one definitely has the blue color you would want to it. If I had to give this watch an overall rating from a 1 to a 10, I'd give it about a 9. Like I said, it does have a few little flaws here and there, especially the fact that Breitlings, like most other brands, do have anti-reflective coatings to their sapphire crystals, and once they do wear off, it's tough to clean them because there's always like a film you see, and it does kind of annoy you after a while. So you would have to get that reconditioned in some aspect after a certain period of time as well. But that pretty much sums up my review. I would rank it, in all the watches that I do own, I would rank it number 6. And I do have about 30 watches. So it does rank very highly now that I've gotten to worn it quite a few times, and I can review it for you. So guys, please, if there's any other watch reviews you want me or Jared to do in the future, or both of us together, we'll do debates on them. I know we may have a future episode about a Grand Seiko that we will be debating, and you know, we will be more than happy to do it. Just send us your tweets, Facebook, emails, texts, anything you want. You can even call my cell phone, I don't care. And we will be more than happy to accommodate you and take your suggestions, thoughts, and opinions. So thank you for joining me. I hope you found this informative, and I will see you next time on another episode of It's About Time.